Ooh. This is gonna be great. Yeah, what has Treyarch been cooking up for the past few years? Yeah! Black Ops 6 Direct.
Hello and welcome to Treyarch in Los Angeles, and thanks for joining us today. We're excited to share what we've been working on for the past few years. For Black Ops 6, we really wanted to give ourselves the time to craft something truly great. This means we're delivering a new level of polish and innovation across all parts of the game.
Ooh.
I've been working here for over 20 years, and I can tell you that we have something special on our hands with Black Ops 6. And I know that the team are excited to give you a deep dive into our campaign and global innovations across the entire game.
Oh, there's finishers. I mean, duh, it's been in the past few Call of Duty games, but I love the finishers. Oh, I can't wait to play this campaign.
With Black Ops 6, we're taking players to a new but familiar era, the early 90s. In true signature Black Ops fashion,
I think that's the first
our
time really
story
Call of
builds
Duty's
on real
done that,
history,
besides, like,
thrusting
a
players
couple of
into a
flashbacks in
conspiracy
Modern
where a
Warfare.
shadowy force has infiltrated the highest levels of the US government,
Ooh.
branding anyone who resists as traitors and forcing players to go rogue for the first time to fight the very machine that created them. The team has been meticulously crafting every aspect of this game to deliver the fun and attitude players expect from the Black Ops franchise.
Multiplayer is of course here and brings the Black Ops style and provides a playground for the brand new Omni movement system.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing about that.
And move like an action hero. You'll see
Seriously.
a sneak peek of that later today.
Seriously, that
Nowadays,
is so
Zombies
cool.
Is absolutely back and better than ever, and you can be sure it's full of surprises. With that, let's step into the mind-bending campaign experience we've been crafting with our partners at Raven.
Oof. Oh, I'm excited. Adler on the American flag bike.
No turning back now.
Every Call of Duty player has a favorite campaign mission. When we set out to make Black Ops 6, we were focused on delivering missions so iconic that they stick in your memory long after. We are bringing that action-packed
Yeah, there's a few in
blockbuster
Cold
feel to
War
every
that
step
stuck
of the
out to
narrative.
me.
We're giving you more variety, more dynamic moment-to-moment gameplay, and more options to finish each mission.
Oh, we're doing multiple endings again?
The game is packed with unexpected moments of Black Ops mystery. It's a high-octane spy thriller where you're never sure who to trust and what's real. And it's all set against the backdrop of the early 90s. The Soviet Union was crumbling after the fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of the Cold War. The US is the only remaining superpower. The Gulf War was dominating headlines everywhere, and there was a growing mistrust in government, reflected everywhere across the music, television, and pop culture of the time. When we talk about the Black Ops timeline, Black Ops 6 comes after the events of the Cold War, but is directly tied to the 1986 flashbacks in Black Ops 2. The aftermath of which has
yes,
left our
because there's Woods in
heroes
the wheelchair and
in dire
everything.
circumstances.
Yeah, see?
Black Ops 6 blends the rich and gritty history of previous franchise titles with bold new characters, with veteran Frank Woods as our through line in our story. In this new chapter, we see a different side of Woods following his traumatic injury at the hands of Raul Menendez. He's been pulled from the field as he adjusts to a new role within the CIA, often behind a desk or on the other end of a radio. His protege is Troy Marshall, who's been making a name for himself in the field. Marshall is a reluctant
new
leader
character.
driven by a strong moral compass. Marshall and Woods are working with another new face in Black Ops 6, CIA handler Jane Harrow. She's a born leader, fearless and brilliant, and helps manage their relationships within the agency. Woods' ability to operate in the shadows has always been hugely valuable to the CIA, whether they want to admit it or not. And Marshall has the ability to make tough calls in the field, ones that Harrow trusts him to make. But when an operation goes wrong, Woods and Marshall are suspended and ultimately forced to go rogue.
Oh,
They
damn.
soon realize they have to trust each other to get to the bottom of what's going on. without any of their usual resources. They
Once
have to
again,
build their
Treyarch
own team,
is just
recruiting
cooking.
2 exciting new characters in Felix Newman, a technical genius, and Savati Dumas, a mysterious assassin. With the end of the Cold War, these former enemies have become new allies. And with the sudden return of notorious operative Russell Adler, who'd gone missing for months, a
Where's
former
Bell?
ally may have become a new enemy.
Oh.
For the Black Ops single-player
Wait, is
campaign, we
that
prioritized
Adler
mission
doing the
variety
Black Ops
and
pose?
unique
Was that
experiences.
him in the
Our
background?
goal was to offer players a wide variety of mission types, each crafted from the ground up. One moment, you'll be storming a palace. The next, you'll be pulling off a heist at a casino.
Yo, can you gamble?
We aim to take players all over the world and immerse them in vastly different experiences.
Gamble in Call of
Within
Duty.
these missions, we wanted gameplay to unfold in multiple ways, giving players the freedom to navigate through them as they see fit. Where we have different combat styles, we also have conversation opportunities where you can talk, barter, and manipulate your way into different experiences. And we think you'll want to replay levels to see them all.
Okay. This is gonna be an amazing campaign, I see.
We are excited to offer a variety of different enemy types in the campaign. The goal was to provide different challenges for the player.
Look
Whether
at,
they
you see
choose to
that
go
guy?
in guns
Oh my.
blazing
Good
or take a stealthier approach.
Line them up right, you can take them both down with one shot. Nice and
Oh,
quiet.
collateral.
We've continued to push on what's
Let's go
possible
stealthy,
to
and in the
empower
next one,
enemy
someone with a
combatants to
shotgun.
Your enemies will be relentless, constantly seeking to outmaneuver you throughout the levels. They'll cut off escape routes, push on players' location, and force them to think on their feet.
Okay.
We've created certain missions where we give you a high-level objective and a variety of ways to approach that objective. One mission in particular takes place in a vast desert in Iraq. You and your team are hunting down missile launchers with the SAS. It's one of the largest campaign maps that we've ever created.
Look alive, people! They know we're coming!
Treyarch, man. Treyarch and Raven.
You'll find that some of our destinations have a startling contrast in look and feel as well. We have a mission that takes place in an opulent casino in Southern Europe. It's unlike any past mission in Call of Duty. And what the player does in this space is totally unexpected. And another one of our missions we have set in the harsh tundra of northern Russia.
One of those giant saws. I haven't seen. Is this? Hold on. That
We're
looked
excited
a
to
little
offer
too
an array of
close
brand
to
new equipment, as well as some favorites
I
from the
forgot
Black
the
Ops
name of it.
universe. RCXD, Tranquilizer Trap,
the
Adrenaline Stim,
the
Foaming Knife,
place in
Disruptor.
why did I forget the name? Where you the second mission of Black Ops 1.
The campaign is grounded within an expanded campaign hub called the Safe House. You might remember we also had that in Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah.
But this time, we wanted to think a little bit more broadly about the environment. We chose to have our team's hub located in a more naturalistic setting. So, it's in an abandoned manor by an ocean cliffside.
Cozy.
What's most unique is that it used to be a KGB black site, which was operational during the 50s and 60s. This brings a lot of intrigue to the Safe House and will allow players to explore and discover secrets from the past.
Take a look around, you know, stuff like that.
Board, which is still the centerpiece of the Safe House experience, but with
Dude, I need to replay Black
players
Ops.
can view the campaign
Again, I'm gonna make my way through the rest of World of War, then go through Black Ops.
Evidence collected throughout missions.
Okay. Capture. Okay, the attacker comes in. I'll go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, they're doing finishers.
That was sick. Great.
Yeah.
I think we got it.
Omni movement.
With
I need to
Black Ops
see
6,
what this
our
looks
goal is
like.
to create a more connected experience that keeps players immersed across every single mode. We've pushed ourselves at every corner to innovate and craft a signature Black Ops experience for our players.
dolphin
Movement
dive
is a
and
consistent
dive
area
in.
of focus and innovation for Call of Duty. And
Like,
with Black Ops
seriously,
6,
that is
we're
so cool.
redefining movement across the entire game. For the first time ever, players can sprint in any direction and move like a true Black Ops action hero with an entirely new global system we call Omni Movement.
Dude.
This unlocks the ability to move like never before and seamlessly chain combat maneuvers like slide, dive, and our enhanced supine prone in full 360 degrees range of motion.
From the
Amazing.
beginning, we started with, you can't do this thing, why? And then realized people actually move that way. What happens if we get rid of that construct? And then instantly it opened up like, oh, if you can sprint in any direction, then you can dive in any direction, you could slide in any
Just
direction.
can't wait to
which
like
then led
dive to
all the
my right
on-the-ground
and just like
movement
shot
and
you on the
everything
dude.
else chaining together.
That actually looks so cool.
It's really been something that changes how you think and play the game, whether it's campaign, MP, or zombies. We truly believe that once you experience Omni Movement, there's no going back.
Wait, was that an assault rifle with a like a belt fed like?
We also have what we're calling intelligent movement, which is a set of features that drastically reduces how many buttons or keys you're pressing to perform various movements. These can be enabled in player options, and they're broken down into
Ooh,
three
the menu looks a lot like
sprint assist, mantle assist,
Cold
and crouch
Wars.
assist. And each of these settings will allow for fine-tuning. Intelligent movement really started with this idea that we
I
want
think I'm
all players
fine
to
with
focus on what
still
they wanna
pressing
do
buttons.
and
I
not
think
how
that's
to
kind
do
of
it.
a
We want
not a big
every
deal.
player, regardless of skill level or input or experience with Call of Duty, to be able to engage with Omni Movement and live out their own action hero fantasy in Black Ops 6. We looked at other genres like racing games, where they have these great assist settings that can be turned on and off. Things like traction control or assisted braking, and we really love the idea of taking that thinking and applying it to our own movement options. I don't think this is a one-size-fits-all thing.
Can't wait to play
and I
this
encourage
game.
players to play around with combos of these settings.
I mean, it's
to really
October, so
dial
that's-
in their preferred setup.
4 months from now. Damn.
Hit zones are regions on a character that react when taking damage or dying. In past games, we've only had 4 regions. For Black Ops 6, we've actually increased that to
Ooh.
9 regions. So now we can determine if that enemy was shot in their left leg or right leg, and then we'll play a bespoke death animation depending on that location that they were hit.
That's actually
So world connectivity is this concept that players' movement
Like,
and reactions
yeah,
are
that-
connected to the
that's
world
actually
based
awesome.
on their choices. A great example that really shines is a global feature we call corner slicing, where as you round a corner or go through a doorway, your weapon's going to dynamically rotate in the direction that you're rounding that corner. And since it's dynamic, it'll be a bit more dramatic if you're slowly clearing a room, but won't affect you at all if you're barreling full speed around that same corner.
all right.
We are constantly looking for opportunities to set the bar with movement and animations in Black Ops 6.
Treyarch has made a gourmet meal of a game.
Take cover!
Our team is super thrilled.
Can't wait to
show
see
you
what
the
Zombies
best looking
looks like.
Characters that we've done. Through our process of photogrammetry, gear was acquired, scanned, and incorporated onto each of our operatives. For our faces, a dynamic real-time analysis of spontaneous performances was captured and processed to make every emotional, impactful moment true to actual life. We made sure to have special attention to the cuticles. And make
Oh,
sure
we
that
got
they're
inspect
just freshly
animations
cut.
too?
There's dirt in between their nails, the oils on their palms as they're sweaty and running through situations that they're in.
Okay. Oh.
Paying attention to every detail.
This game's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
Excited about is the
Red
number of
Door.
new weapons from the era that
You know,
we've
like in
added,
Black
which
Ops
includes
Cold War.
many that are brand new to the franchise. Our heroes
Brand
are
new
rogue
weapons.
operatives, and they operate outside the normal playbook. That means they're procuring gear by any means necessary, and it allowed us to pull a unique mix of weapons.
Awesome.
We made sure to deliver dozens of unique attachments for every gun, and this allows the players to create a weapon to match any playstyle that you can imagine, all while maintaining the feel and tone of the era.
In Black Ops 6, we really strive for striking that balance between real and hyper-real, but we want to ground our effects in realism. We find real-world reference so that we can match that motion, the weight, the timing, then riff off of that and create that
I know I'm
hyper-real
silent
that
most of
everybody
this, but
has
this
come to
I'm
know
just
and love
in
from Call
awe.
of Duty.
Is that a bomb cart? Or like casino mission? Just
The Black Ops 6
See,
user
we're-
experience is all about focusing players on what they need when they need it, and our in-game HUD is no different. From the mini-map to the ammo widget to in-game notifications, the Black Ops 6 HUD combines
we
some
got-
of our best designs in a clean, streamlined
like
experience.
it's like a Black Ops 4
For
and
the
Cold
first
War's
time in Call
HUD
of
like
Duty,
combined.
Players will be able to change their HUD in dramatic ways to suit their needs.
Ooh.
For instance, streamers can choose a layout optimized for their setup, or maybe you want your HUD centered so you don't have to look away.
Well, that's
Wanna
awesome.
Play hardcore anywhere, or finally put the mini-map in the bottom left? Those are options as well. Not only does the HUD give players important status,
So
it
they've
connects
now
them
just
to
made
the
it so
world
that
and
the
helps them
HUD
feel
can just be
rewarded for being
customized to your needs.
As
That's
players track that elusive challenge or target their next level unlock, Black Ops 6 delivers an end-to-end experience from the lobby into combat and battle.
Yeah, there's
where
the-
player progress and achievement are
there's the
celebrated in a big way.
gunsmith. Okay, now I need to see zombies. Zombies. Is that what? Progression. Is there prestige?
Early on in Black Ops 6's development, we set a goal to make leveling and XP matter more than ever. Looking back through the
Please.
Call of Duty and Black Ops catalog,
Prestige?
there's a lot of love, both internally at Treyarch and that we see in our community, for how we used to handle prestige.
Yes!
Traditional prestige is back in Call of Duty with
Yes,
Black
let's
Ops 6.
go.
We've pulled the best of the best from past
Traditional
Call of Duty
prestige is back.
systems and are going bigger and more rewarding than ever. Players who reach max player level will have the choice to enter prestige, start fresh with relocked gear, and go through the leveling journey again. Black Ops 6 will have 10 prestiges, each with a valuable set of rewards to earn and equip
Man,
to
this-
peacock your status. Players who make it through
so
Prestige
fucking
10
excited.
aren't done. Instead, they'll graduate into Prestige Master with 1,000 additional levels to climb through and a classified reward to uncover for anyone dedicated enough to make it all the way to the end.
Finally.
The full Prestige system is available on day one in Black Ops
Day
6.
one. Multiplayer. Anything else?
We know how many
I
of
thought
our
you were
players look
all
forward to
talking
multiplayer, and we will be providing a deep dive on it later in the year. For
Oh,
now,
cool.
here's some insight into our development of Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Our vision since day one has been to craft an approachable and engaging step change of that signature Black Ops multiplayer experience.
So like slow time
We
to kill.
focused on supporting 3 core playstyles for launch. Enforcers are the slayers who like to kill and stay on the move.
Mhm.
Recon is all about intel and counter intel play. And strategists are support players who throw their bodies at objectives for the win or focus on taking out enemy score streaks for the team. All of our weapons, gear, and gadgets in multiplayer have been intentionally designed through that lens of supporting these play styles. And of course,
Okay.
it wouldn't be a Black Ops game if you can't relive those action hero moments in theater mode, which we're happy to announce is returning with Black Ops 6.
Let's go.
Now, I said we're only getting a taste of MP today, but of course that means you're going to get some early details on maps.
We got theater mode back.
We're happy to announce that we will be launching with 16 all-new MP maps. We've got
New
12
maps,
core
good.
6v6 and 4 strike maps, which can be played as 6v6 or 2v2. What do players like? What do we know that they want? So we're back to our classic 3-lane maps. We've got
3-lane maps,
fast, frenetic
nice.
experiences, and we have that balance with more medium size, like better for hardcore pacing to keep the action flowing, but still have meaningful decisions for the player to make. The maps have their own stories, and we have multiplayer taking place after the campaign, after we finish
After.
it. So don't want to get into too many spoilers there, but you'll experience some of those locations through the multiplayer lens.
Okay. Zombies.
We've covered a lot today, but couldn't leave you without giving you just one more thing.
Zombies. Yeah. Dude. We got a zombies crew? We finally have a zombies crew?
Round-based Zombies is back, and we're picking up the Dark Aether storyline where we left it. We're excited to announce that there will be 2 brand new maps available at launch, with a curated mix of fan-favorite features and new elements to discover.
Is that
For
Gobblegum
those
next
new
to
to
him?
Zombies, it's our unique take on the cooperative horde mode, where every map is packed full of powerful weapons and upgrades, deadly enemies, and tons of secrets to uncover. The legacy of Zombies is incredibly important to Treyarch, and we are so proud of what the mode is bringing to players in Black Ops 6. As you've heard today, the innovations in movement systems will also be coming to Zombies. Plus,
Can't wait to-
there are many additional zombie-specific features, both new and returning. This is going to be a truly epic return for round-based Zombies. Be on the
Yeah.
lookout for more intel coming later this year.
Steph interviewed AB. Mark?
Now, we know we only gave you a little taste of multiplayer here today, so make sure to mark your calendars for our worldwide multiplayer reveal event at Call of Duty Next on August 28th.
August
Make sure to
28th.
stay tuned for details and watch your favorite streamers get hands-on Black Ops 6 so you can be prepped and ready to jump
I need to
into
play
our
the beta.
MP beta and feel Omni movement for yourself.
When's that?
We'll be sharing so much more about Black Ops 6 in the coming months and look forward to seeing your reactions and your feedback from our open beta coming up this fall and into launch.
Okay.
And it's not just about launch, because the team is already focused on delivering a ton of content in the live seasons, which we'll be sharing more about. Am I allowed to talk about Warzone yet?
No.
Oh.
Our goal on Black Ops 6 was, and still is, to make something that is the best work we've ever done, and frankly, the most fun to play. To do that, we deconstructed all of our gameplay, our systems, and content plans, and repeatedly asked how something could be better. In some cases, that led us to huge innovations like Omni Movement, where we're now allowing players to move how real people and operators move. In other cases, it led us back to some of our classic systems like Prestige. Then taking that classic system through the ringer and making updates and improvements. Across our weapons,
so
gear,
fucking excited,
operators,
dude.
maps, and more, a huge push has been to hit the highest
I need to
visual
pre-order
and
this
audio
game. There's
fidelity
Gobblegums,
possible.
there's...
The campaign tells an all-new Black Ops story where you're forced to go rogue and are being hunted by the teams that trained you. On top of that,
Yeah.
the team is really focused on mission and engagement variety. Multiplayer is a key ingredient in the DNA of Black Ops, and hopefully in this sneak
You wanna
peek,
also know
was
what it
clear
is?
that every
Zombies.
single
I'm just
part of the
kidding.
MP game loop will be improved and better than ever, from movement to shooting to footsteps to engagement systems to death. And last but definitely not least, the triumphant return of round-based Zombies.
Yes! Yes!
There is so much more to share
Finally!
across all
I
three
mean,
game modes before
Modern
the
Warfare
game
3
officially
Zombies is
launches on
alright, but
October
I
25th.
prefer round base. And once
On
again,
behalf
that
of the
creepy
entire
mannequins.
team, we can't wait for you to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh. Dude. Pre-order the Vault Edition and get Hunters for... Oh. Ooh, Black Cell's returning, and the Gobblegum Pack, of course. Yeah. Well, I'm definitely pre-ordering that.